Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda! How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Confringo. I hope I look... Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours. Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
What could the headmaster want?
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Something is very wrong with Professor Black. Dittany and Boobertuber pass.
I haven't time for any of you.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
I asked to meet Takata Chukaman.
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Professor...
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, But Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
But certainly I remember. It's still stronger together, no?
Master has made Scrope laugh.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah, yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The Polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Ahem. Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the dignified banners of Hufflepuff. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio. 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 The gargoyle. That's where I need toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio. That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead.
This happened.
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
I can't stand this much longer. I need to get out of here.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. Nothing this way but more dangerous. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. No way but forward, I suppose. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Now's my chance. No way but forward, I suppose. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. My chance.
No, no, no! Don't let them take me!
That's the way forward. I think I'm invisible. They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
I've never felt such power.
Defender! Bombard!
Revelio.
Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
I can't believe she's dead.
Oh, poor Neve. Gone so young.
Let us always honor her memory.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
Oh, you sound offended. What did I miss?
I simply said that it was unusual for a Ravenclaw to have such little wit. Nothing offensive at all.
Oh, I see.
I should say one who doesn't find that offensive is clearly lacking intelligence. Also unusual for a Ravenclaw.
It is rather harsh. What was it made you say that?
She'll never apologize, so let's please put the matter behind us.
No, I shall answer your question.
No? Perhaps don't, please?
I am curious. Not in the spirit of spreading rumours, I understand. Just wondering about the wit.
I caught her outside the boys' lavatory singing a song with Peeves.
No, you didn't, did you? Sing a song with Peeves?
What if I did? Peeves has wit. Lots of it. Besides, this is none of anyone's business. I like singing.
Oh, I like singing too.
Marvellous. I shall see you both outside the boys' toilets for a recital.
Peeves does have some clever lyrics though, doesn't he? Made me laugh a few times.
Even more marvellous. That's it. Decided. I shall align myself with Slytherin.
Professor Weasley's easily my favourite. Her wand work is exquisite.
Transfiguration requires such precision. I once turned my pet rabbit into a candlestick. Mother was furious when she set the table and it hopped away.
I tried to transfigure my parchment into a blanket. Once done that. Would have been fine if it hadn't caught fire.
I hated learning banishment. Never had such abysmal marks.
You think Gareth Weasley would be better at transfiguration, considering his aunt teaches the thing? In my opinion, divination is a load of rubbish. Professor Anai seems so logical. I don't understand how she believes the things she teaches.
Oh, did you hear about the new spell we're learning in charms? I can't wait. You know it's going to be a laugh with Ronan.
It's clear Ronan would have preferred a life in the theatre.
I'm going to have my own telescope one day. I've already decided that Jupiter's my favourite planet. Although, I suppose Saturn's got the rings going for it.
Madame Kagawa's getting a bit of an easy run of things, isn't she? What with Quidditch being cancelled.
Defense against the dark arts can be intimidating, but Professor Hecat actually makes it seem manageable.
Wouldn't be surprised if Professor Binns bored himself to death with one of his history lectures.
At first, I thought Professor Garden might be too young to be a professor, but she's more than capable. Knows her gilly-willy from her girdle with that one.
I wonder if you learn different things about astronomy at a Wakadu. Although I can't see anyone being as passionate about it as Shah.
I need to catch up on my letter writing. I think my owl's getting cobwebs.
It's been ages since I've sent an owl back home. My father will be worrying. Perhaps next week.
I've heard that Isaac Cooper receives several owls a week from secret admirers. I suppose he is rather dashing.
I don't think owls make very good pets. You can't snuggle up to them the way you can with a cat.
My mother was shocked the first time I sent her an owl from Hogwarts. She'd never seen anything like it. She's a muggle, so of course that makes sense. What? Don't make that face.
I never know what to say when I write to my mother. Hello, Mother. Classes are horrendously boring, and Professor Binns is still as dull as when you were in school. Showing off is a muggle trait. You don't see that sort of behavior in the wizarding world.
I tried a knee reversal hex on that small Hufflepuff. Found it rather boring, although, in all fairness, it only partially worked, which did look awfully strange.
When I fell off my broom and broke 6 bones, they said they'd never seen Scarecrow work so fast.
I can't believe she's seen Thestral. And why should I be impressed anyway? Anyone can find a dead person to look at. She's a little liar.
Our neighbour at home knows someone who's related to the inventor of Scarecrow. It's true. Limfrid of Stinchcombe his name was.
I shrugged my mother once. I did. Don't give me that look. You weren't there.
All of my relatives work at the ministry. Every one of them. I suppose I'll probably be a higher up there one day. Let's just stay in with me. The best way to learn how to fly a broom...
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
Oh, I don't like how flying messes up my hair.
Wouldn't it be romantic to fly amongst the stars? Even Professor Shah might think so. Or not.
That Ray's girl thinks she can fly better than anyone. All talk if you ask me.
If you lean forward on your broom just right, you can get an incredible burst of speed.
Broomsticks are so out of date. I'd rather travel by flu network any day.
Albie Weeks has been experimenting with new broom models for a while now.
I just know we were finally going to win the Quidditch Cup this year.
Oh, I wish I could spend all day in flying. Should have been born a hippogriff.
Do we really need to practice flying on a broomstick? I thought that was the purpose of trains. I'm far too afraid of heights to fly on a broom. What? It's nothing to be ashamed of. I don't see you racing about the towers. How are there so many lectures in herbology?
Have you finished your herbology essay? Mine's only about half an inch thick, and I found a black beetle on it.
You shouldn't get so upset in herbology. The rate you're going, you'll need a calming draft.
Never seen devil snare in the wild. Would be terrifying to encounter, I'd think. I'm happy to read about it, mind.
I'm trying to grow some asphodel in the greenhouses. Such a beautiful flower. I almost hate drying out the roots for potions.
As a motherborn, I never expected to come face to face with a man eating cabbage.
I think garlic puts that venomous tentacula near us deliberately. She does. You see next time. How much longer do you think Black will be headmaster? I have family in America. Wonder if I could transfer to Ilvermorny and come back when he's gone.
Whoever decided to make Professor Black headmaster of Hogwarts must have been the victim of a flock of whoopers. Out of their mind.
I wish the headmaster would retire. Let Professor Weasley take over for him.
Good thing Professor Weasley takes her role seriously, since Black clearly has no interest in his.
I doubt there's ever been a headmaster as hated as Black. Dubious honor indeed.
And have you seen how these professors look at your clothes? Black looks at me like I'm a pauper. I swear the man thinks I have fleas.
It's clear Ronan would have preferred a life in the theatre.
I'm going to have my own telescope one day. I've already decided that Jupiter's my favorite planet. Although, I suppose Saturn's got the rings going for it.
Professor Hecat is intimidating, but then she has a serious subject to teach. Can't afford to coddle students when it comes to defense against the dark arts.
In my opinion, divination is a load of rubbish. Professor Anai seems so logical. I don't understand how she believes the things she teaches.
Oh, did you hear about the new spell we're learning in Charms? I can't wait. You know it's gonna be a laugh with Ronan.
Sharp was in a mood the other day. Not a single student got their sleeping draft right, and he vanished the contents of every cauldron in the room with one cast.
At first, I thought Professor Garlick might be too young to be a professor, but she's more than capable. Knows her gillyweed from her gurdy root, that one.
When I fell off my broom and broke 6 bones, they said they'd never seen Skelegro work so fast.
My...
Revelio.